Guys, welcome back. I have another 3D Blu-ray review for you here. We have The Marvels today, and yes, it's a 4K case, but there is a 3D Blu-ray in there. This is the Japanese import. So just to give you a little bit of backstory here, this is a team-up movie. We have Brie Larson reprising her role as Captain Marvel here, and then we have Kamala Khan from the Ms. Marvel TV show. From Disney Plus. It's the story about a young Muslim girl who finds out she has superpowers, and she idolizes Brie Larson, or Captain Marvel. And then we have Monica here from the WandaVision TV show. Both shows are pretty good. Ms. Marvel, I couldn't get through the whole thing. It wasn't that it was bad, it was just that it was too much of like a teenage girly girl type show for me. Nothing wrong with that, but it just gave me big Lizzie McGuire vibes, and I just really wasn't too interested in it. I got enough of it to know what was going on, and I was able to push forward and watch the Marvels movie. And I was actually pleasantly surprised. I liked it a lot. It felt like more of a Disney movie than a like Marvel Comics movie, but it was still fun. I liked it a lot. So basically what's going on in this movie is these three characters, they are in three different instances, and they're investigating some sort of anomaly in space. Or actually, not her, just these two, Monica and Captain Marvel. They're investigating some sort of anomaly. Something happens at the same time, and they become unison, the three of them. I'm not sure how, I don't remember how Kamala Khan gets involved in it, but yeah, they all three become unison in the sense where anytime one of them uses their powers, they switch places with the other. So like Captain Marvel, you know, she's out in space, she uses her powers, and then all of a sudden she's in Kamala's house on Earth, and Kamala is in space. And so they figure out what's going on, and they realize, okay, we're all going to have to just stay together, because whenever we use our powers, we end up like in a completely different place. So let's minimize that risk and all just stay together, figure out what's going on. There's an impending threat where the Kree is trying to take resources from different planets, thus annihilating their civilizations that live on those planets. So yeah, it's a team-up movie, and I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't like the greatest Marvel movie ever, but it certainly wasn't as bad as all the reviews that I saw on it. But you want to know about the 3D, so let's get into that. First of all, I want to say brightness levels on this were great. Didn't have to adjust my brightness on my TV at all. Crisp 1080p picture, looked sharp throughout the whole thing, almost looked 4K. Some notable scenes. First chapter. I've said this before in other videos of mine that space scenes are my favorite scenes when it comes to 3D Blu-rays. There's this scene in chapter 1 where there's a moon in the background, and there's this spaceship that comes from the left of the screen, and it starts to protrude out of the screen as it makes its way over to the right side of the screen. That was fantastic. And then also in chapter 1, there's a scene where Kamala Khan, the young Muslim girl, is at home. She's daydreaming, and she's drawing like a little comic book fantasy of her and her idol Captain Marvel going on some sort of adventure, and this comic turns into animation for you, the viewer. And that whole animated scene of them two is super fun 3D with lots of depth and lots of pop-outs. We also have Chapter 2 in the movie. This is a very, very deep immersion space scene. Carol Danvers' ship is floating in the middle of space. You know, you got this infinite deep depth space in the background, and her ship is just floating right there. And it looks like you, the viewer, can just cherry pick her ship right off of the screen. That's how awesome it looks. It looks like it's just popping out. Then it cuts to this beautiful scene in space where there's like this space station that Nick Fury is on, and the Earth, planet Earth, is in the background. That's another layer of depth right there. And you have all these small little spaceships flying to and fro. Some of them look like they're coming out of the screen. Some of them look like they're coming from your glasses into the screen. It's a fantastic scene there. And then we have chapter 14, when the Marvels arrive to this planet that's inhabited by all these people that use song and dance as a way of communicating. This is a fantastic scene here because the mass number of people that are in the crowd provide all these different layers of depth, and the colors just really pop off of this scene. And then shortly after that, it turns into this big old battle on that world where there's so many like spaceships zooming in and out. Like I said, it looks like it's coming out of your glasses and into the screen. Sometimes it looks like characters that are flying off of the screen towards you, the viewer. So yeah, this disc will give the viewer plenty of fun to immerse themselves in. I want to say I'd give this one 5 stars, guys. I mean, I know it sucks that we don't have an IMAX enhanced version of this, and there are some scenes where you could tell that there are objects that look like they want to come off more out of the screen, but it looks like they're being blocked by the black bars on the top and bottom. But because this is, I believe, 2x39 widescreen. But, you know, despite that, the 3D is fantastic. I think this is a must-have for your collection. So, yeah, pick it up if you can. Maybe there's somebody out there that'll burn a copy for you if you don't feel like spending the $60 on it on eBay. But anyway, have fun, guys, and I look forward to making another video for you again. Stay tuned.